and hopefully we will start streaming now. And I'll just check if we are live.
Hello everybody.
Hey, hey, hey.
Yeah, starting.
Oh ho.
Yeah, we are.
Anybody out there?
We are live. Fantastic. So, boom. Hello, everybody, and welcome to PC Shed with AJ Atomica and founder of PC Shed, Mr. Richard Downey. Royalty here. Royalty. We have to. Well, he found. You know.
What about royalty? Maybe just
well,
incessant shit talker.
No. But the only reason I say he is royalty is simply because he is the owner of the Titan XP, and he's been absolutely bragging about it in every form, shape, or God knows what. So we have to bow. We have to bow to the Highness, the king of GPUs for the time being, anyway. But anyhow.
No.
Can you bear with me 2 seconds?
Oh, well, there we go. So.
This thing
Oh, God.
is what we upgraded from.
And Vassis said this thing.
Massive.
Yeah, that is a.
70. The 3 gig card that I got off eBay for 80 quid. And I was like, that's done. I've been playing all the latest titles just on like medium high setting. Playing everything. Fine. No bother, absolutely whatsoever.
Who pointed you to that card?
Yes, whatever.
Thank you. Yeah. Anyway, so what's in for
age and experience. Yeah. I put it down to.
I'll take the experience. I'm not sure about the age. So today's stream is a little bit different. There's 3 of us, so this is going to be interesting because I'm the one who's streaming, and we got Skype, and so hopefully the sound will be okay through Skype. We've been having issues right from day one. Well, day one was alright. Your sound was fine. Mine was crap.
My sound, going by when I listened to it back, it was way too loud.
Oh yeah, it was too loud. But compared to mine, the thing is, if anybody turned the volume down, they couldn't hear me. They'd just go like that.
But you would talk, and it would go.
Yeah.
Turn it down.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And I do tend to talk. Well, I'm using Audacity and monitoring my peaks to make sure I'm not clipping. So at least from my side, that should be fine. And so if
Audacity is such a good free program.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. But anyhow, topics for today. There's quite a few, and there's 3-way. I'll be last. Well, Threesome. That's the title of Tech Talk. I better change that. Tech Talk. Threesome tonight. Exclamation mark. Say it again, sorry. Yeah, not a problem. Who wants to head first? Any specific topics they want to kick off?
I don't have anything. I came completely unprepared.
That's that way we do it. Off the cuff. That's how we like it.
Something that really interested me. Sony have produced this TV that's literally just like a piece of glass, and it's got 0 like speakers here, say like physical that you can see.
Right, but
and the whole panel is a speaker. The entire TV is a speaker.
Okay.
So it just works off vibrations then?
Yeah.
No, as in like vibrations from the.
Yeah. It's something
actually pretty cool.
Latest line, but it's like really thin, like a pane of glass, and the whole thing is a speaker with the I/O for the TV on like a stand at the back. It's 4 inches off the wall, but it's just like Jesus Christ, that's amazing.
That is actually pretty interesting.
Going on with like autonomous cars as well.
Yeah. Turning into Minority Report.
Yeah. We were talking before we went on stream. We were talking about laptops and decent laptops for gaming that's virtually now being pushed. So 2016 last quarter. They've been pushing. They had the Asus with their first water-cooled PC, which Richard saw at the year before. Remember?
Yeah.
When we went to Insomnia.
I got the T-shirt, literally. But and this thing is like huge. They've even produced it with a carry case, so you can wheel it around.
Because it's so bloody heavy.
Music.
Yeah.
But the whole concept of that, I mean, you wouldn't want to be carting that around a lot. I mean, if you do LAN parties or whatever else, I can imagine it being quite useful there. Instead of taking your tower, you just take this laptop with this cool ass rucksack.
Yeah.
Just like,
Did anybody see the Razer's three-way laptop at CES? They got nicked, and then there's loads of got nicked. 2 of them got nicked, and loads of people been putting like auctions on eBay for a stupid amount of money. And I think there was a picture of Linus Tech Tips carrying one off and said, "We found the thief! We found this thief!" But that's
he was carrying a Ryzen computer originally.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Such a stupid thing like that.
That actually made the BBC News here in the UK. I mean, it was like prototype. It was a prototype, really cool. I mean, impractical if you think about it, because I mean, it was quite big screens, and there was 3 of them. So you bring it up, and then you go. So I'll just stick this in my laptop and crack on.
No.
Yeah, especially Razer putting a 20.
Like 10 grand as well.
Yeah, stupid amount. Like but they're putting $25,000 big reward for anybody, because virtually they said that they would possibly, it's just to test the water. It's a prototype. It might not go into production, but it's pretty cool, you know. But yeah.
There's also been another passive computer made by Super Micro. They had like at CES they had this little box, this white box thing, and it's all passively cooled and has I think it's an i5-6500 chip.
Was that something you saw on one of Linus's videos where it had like a massive heatsink in the back?
Yeah. The technology that's used to cool the chip is from another. I'm trying to think what the hell the company's called. It's got like a C and an S.
Well, that's narrows down, doesn't it? C and an S.
I'm trying to think what it's called.
Let's see, a C and an S. A computer school? I don't know. A C and S. I don't know, mate.
I'm not going to bother searching the internet.
No, because
my stream will go down. So I can't. I'm literally just sitting here twiddling my thumbs whilst you trying to find the name of this thing.
Oh, dear.
I mean, whilst we were talking about laptops, I'll actually go to what I was just thinking about. My brother-in-law, his laptop broke sometime last year, so he invested in a new one, which was an Asus gaming laptop. It had a 960M in it and a i7 and everything. And we're seeing after these new laptops coming out, like the 1050 and everything, which would perform better than the 960M. I'm like, maybe it broke at the wrong time.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
And they're cheaper as well than the his was about £1,000. So,
big money.
I mean, it's a really good laptop.
Yeah,
but it's just typical that
laptops are just gaming on a laptop.
Yeah. Well, you know, virtually, there's a lot of people, believe it or not, that play games on a laptop because the games they're playing is not graphically demanding as the sort of games that we play, as an example.
Yes. Well,
so
saying that, he does play Ark, he plays Skyrim, he plays all these other types of games on his laptop. It is his game.
Highly addictive games.
Yeah, Skyrim. Yeah.
They go on forever and don't end.
True.
Ever.
Well, you sent me a message on Facebook, Andrew. That was a great little find on Amazon. I couldn't believe it when you saw it. It's like a 1080 for how much?
430.
Wow.
That was like
was a paylet or something.
Yeah, it was a palette.
Founders Edition,
Yeah, Founders Edition.
which is fine, which is fine.
That is an
Which is
absolute
fine.
steal.
But at that price, I thought, no. I'm expecting the prices for the 10,000 series graphics cards to come down as they head towards March, but not this soon. This is the cheapest that I've seen, brand new, and this is a box standard 1080. It was $499, and that was from Overclockers. $499, and that lasted for 1 day, and then it went back up to $530.
I saw. I went to a.
I think I seen like a 1060 last week for sale for like a tenner on on Amazon, and I was like, "What the bloody hell?"
Yeah.
It was one of those
pricing
Asus
issues. I think Amazon's got
yeah,
pricing
yeah,
issues.
yeah.
Pricing issues and also scammers. There's a lot of Chinese traders on Amazon. That there's a lot of reports of virtually people being scammed, like putting a product for sale, picture of the product and specs, and then actually getting a delivery of a product, but it's not the actual frigging product they were advertising. But because they signed for it, I don't use Amazon a lot. My missus does, and so I don't know how the returns work on it. But I saw a Zotac. The full-blown 1080p extreme bright yellow, you know, the one with a big massive backplate. It's behemoth. I mean, it's absolutely like 3.5 slot wide, massive, and those things cost about 700 plus, and I was going for like 520, and there were about the last 2 left, and then when we click, and I know the specs of that card by heart, because it was one of the first. I thought, oh, that could be the one that I might get. I looked at the core speeds, and it was actually, it's not the amp extreme version, it's just the amp. So there's a big difference, huge difference. You're talking about 250 quid price difference, and they were trying to flog that off as this was the extreme, and people have been buying it, but then leaving loads of negative comments. But yeah. But I thought that was a great find by you. I thought if that was legit, absolutely, because even if you,
fingers crossed.
Sounds like a bit of a steal, to be honest.
but even
to be true.
but the thing is with Amazon, they do vet the vetting system for sellers. It's good to see when was the last product they sold and when was the last time they had feedback. Compared to eBay, I know eBay like the back of my hand, but Amazon. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I bought the Titan XP.
Oh, good. I
didn't know that, Rich.
was wondering. You
know Nathan. Nathan's went out and bought a RX 480, the GTR XFX one.
Yep. Good card. Very good card.
Yeah. Well, he was after a card, didn't have enough of like massive budget, as I'm ordering it, and I just said to him, I'm like, well, you could either get yourself a 1060 card to get between the 1060 and the 1080 is the 1070.
Yeah.
But budget-wise, you're probably better off at looking at these 480s because
8 gig,
they're around where you want with 8 gigs of VRAM and whatever else. But my advice to him was purely based on the fact that I've seen the performance of these things on benchmarks from YouTube.
Yeah.
And anything that's new, there's always somebody out there that wants to know the specs. So they go, they benchmark it, they shove it on. And it's just more of like a market research thing, really. But yeah, he ended up with it, and he's quite happy. Quite happy.
There you go. See, I did the honourable thing and mentioned that you are royalty now as the pride owner Titan X, and I was wondering how long. Oh God!
Look, it's all there.
All I see is a shiny window in your PC. I don't see a Titan at all. I don't
see the Titan.
No.
You know what?
Black thing in the middle.
Once you go black, you never go back. Apparently.
When you go Greek, you don't sit for a week.
But you know, to be fair,
I'm just imagining now what a 2 would be like. Be amazing.
Now you're going Jay's 2 cents.
Yeah, this is the thing. This is the thing, right? So, I had the pleasure of owning and selling them on 4 Titan X's Maxwell, and they have served their purposes. I even lent Richard one.
Still very, very good.
Okay, of course they are. They're phenomenal cars. But paying over £1,000 for one graphics card. Oh, fuck!
Were they 800 to begin with, the Titans?
No,
Wasn't that the...
no. The recommended retail price, but they never. That's a guideline, and that's direct from Nvidia. They don't sell that through any third-party manufacturers. So they're going to cream that. That price will stay there. Because to buy on eBay is £1,200. There's £1,200. Loads on eBay, £1,200 for one. Oh Jesus! Considering that I managed to get two.
Have you showed Richard that video I sent you a while ago?
I can't find I can't find the link. You need to send it to him.
God, my.
You need to.
I'm gonna lag, but.
Do it, because he needs to see this, because this captures Richard perfectly, doesn't it? This is Richard right now. This moment, it's anybody that's listening. This is what captures Richard at this moment as the proud owner of a Titan X.
It is brilliant. I've watched it quite a few times. It was biggest last year.
Oh, that bollocks! Oh,
And remind you where
me wanting Asus like X99 Deluxe 2 motherboard with 128 gigabytes of RAM. That definitely.
I have 128 gigs of RAM. I am mighty and you are weak. Yeah, well, you're just a fucking faggot. Every time.
no, it was that is Richard. You know, if we think.
Not that bad, really.
Yeah, but do you have 128 gigs of RAM in your computer right now with your Titan X?
No, because this is my Mrs. Skylake PC.
And how much RAM's in that?
2.
Yeah, well, you're just bottlenecking the GPU, man.
I love that. You know, on the chat rooms on Facebook, the main question is there's 3 main questions. Hi, I'm new to PC gaming, got 500 quid. What specs? Right, that's one. The other one, hi, considering of changing my GPU, my graphics card, and I've got a 4670 or whatever it is, will this bottleneck a new graphics card? Well, it's like, you haven't said what you want to get.
Yeah, my microphone's a bit quiet because you have to use my cam. My normal setup is at home. Miles and miles and miles away.
Miles and miles away. And the third one is
far away over the hill.
The amount of RAM that you actually need to game. It's like you had like
16,
yes,
that's more than enough.
8 gigs is enough. 8.
Everything on 16 gigs.
8 gigs is plenty. And they've got somebody who's on 16 and they're saying, well, I want to play the new Battlefield one and is the 16 gigs long enough? And it's like
with 8 gigs of RAM in this Skylake with a 7970 50-60 FPS medium high settings. So why?
Yeah.
Who was it? I think it was actually Jay's 2 cents. So it might have actually been Salazar Studios who actually did the test of like how much RAM does games actually take.
Well, you can do it yourself. You can just run.
He actually did it in the video. You know, he actually had like the I think it was the hardware monitor. I think it was. It shows the exact percentage of how much the game takes.
Yeah.
And I think Battlefield 1 takes no more than 8 gigs of RAM.
Apart from running bloody Grand Theft Auto 5.
Well, that game is not well optimized anyway. But
GTA 5 is a massive, computer hog.
Awful optimized game.
But it's still it's the crisis of the current generation. It's a good benchmarking game. It throws everything at your CPU and your GPU at the same time.
It stretches the legs, definitely.
Yes, it's not very well optimized, but it's a good test to see.
GTA 6 is supposed to be out soon.
God, they're just spitting those games out.
Should be.
I don't know.
Phenomenal.
I don't know about you, but I've got to admit, the amount of games that came out last year, they were top notch, great. But did anybody hear of Microsoft's cancellation of a virtually game they absolutely marketed the shit out of it and then decided to cancel? And then now are erasing any publications online of the marketing that they did for it.
No, what's that?
Right, I'll bring it up. You can talk among yourselves while I bring this up.
And just keep an eye on the cat. She's right next to the radio. I'm sure she's not going to burst into flames.
We need to see the cat.
No, I don't want to disturb her. She's quiet now. She's a very vocal cat. If I
The
can
game
get
is called a Scalebound. I'll just bring it up. Oh.
Never heard of it.
Heard that.
Yeah, it's a Devil May Cry style game. Yeah,
Love
Okay.
Devil May Cry.
exactly. And there was a lot of. It was supposed to be an exclusive for Xbox One, and virtually this is what they said. After carefully deliberation, Microsoft Studios have come to the decision to end production of Scalebound. We're working hard to deliver an amazing lineup of games for our fans this year, including Halo Wars 2, Crackdown 3, State of Decay 2, and Sea of Thieves, and other great experiences. Well, a load of
I
bollocks.
really want Crackdown 3, but I'm not going to be able to play it at this current rate with Windows 10 being the complete arse that it is.
Well, have you seen the latest? Right, 3 things from Microsoft that really fucked up. Windows 10 updates are messing everybody's computers. The latest is if you have multiple screens and you receive the latest update by Microsoft Windows 10, it will screw up your multi-screens. So, and you know what's Microsoft's solution to this until they get a fix?
Plug your other screen.
Yeah, that's what they actually put.
Unplug your screen.
Yeah, that's what they actually said. And so, unfortunately, we have some bugs that we're trying to iron out. But meanwhile, things you can do to make your experience better, just work in one. And so, well, hold on. You got people who.
Right, just
I've been
work on
having
one
with my
monitor.
update, the anniversary update, it just causes my computer to not want to work at all. Like, downloads just don't happen.
Yeah.
And the system won't shut down or restart. It's got that infinite, like, shutting down, shutting down, shutting down, shutting down. Yeah, nothing. And the latest anniversary update is required in order to play any games on store, which is BS, because I really want to play Gears of War 4.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Thanks.
He's got it. No, he's got it. I got him a copy for him as well. That's how generous
Yeah,
I
I've got a
am.
copy as well, but I can't play it because.
Well, I had issues with Microsoft updating Windows 8 point whatever it is, 8.1, and messed my computer up as well. And when I did a refresh, I couldn't update. He wouldn't do me the mainframe network 3.0, 3.5, 4.0. And then a week later, all of a sudden, you've got updates available on a frigging list. So I don't know what the hell are they're doing, but they've not had a good year so far. And another one is.
I've had no real problem.
Some people do, some people don't. But as Microsoft as a company, they're fucking over gamers at the moment, right? The Microsoft operating system is having issues, and now they're being sued by 2 ex-employees. They used to work for the online safety within Microsoft. They have a department where they virtually monitor virtually any content uploaded, like child porn and all that nasty stuff. And these guys, 2 guys, virtually gone a bit because of the content that they've been watching. And the Microsoft's answer to that, while they were working, right, go for a walk, for a cigarette break, and play some video games. That was the solution.
Solved everything.
But the official, Microsoft made an official statement saying we've put systems in place to protect and ensure the correct support for employees that are dealing with any issues involved their role. And these 2 guys said no. They just said go for a walk, go for a cigarette, and have a coffee and play some good video games, and then come back and watch some bestiality and child porn. Great. Friggin' hell.
Didn't know that existed.
All sorts.
I did upgrade my you know, I have like the best keyboard in the world. And
I thought you were going to tell me about your Titan XP again, because I hadn't heard about that.
No.
No, the Titan XP, it's there, it's still happy, it's currently idling in 26 degrees. I got one of these for my computer with the adapter. And no, but I upgraded it from this piece of crap, which in reality isn't a piece of crap. But
you said piece of crap. This is the best controller ever made.
Yep.
I would probably say, yeah.
Hold on.
It's a very good controller.
I fucking pull it out.
But
Yeah, there you go.
but
Hey.
I never had.
Say white, black. Once you go black, you never go back.
I had problems with it
I want a
actually
black one.
identifying initially. Like my missus plays that Shadow Warrior 2 thing.
Shadow Warrior, yeah. Awesome game.
And
I heard it's funny.
how is it funny?
It's very funny. I like it.
Well, what is the
Okay.
name of the main character? Lo
Wang. That's a lot of wang. See, I think he's just got
Can't
it.
tell me you didn't know that.
Okay, I didn't know that. I don't play those games.
Why do you-
I'm just racing and
Why do you think he was making so many dick jokes through the whole game?
Yeah.
Oh,
You're
dear.
missing out, Rich.
Yeah.
You're missing out.
I don't know.
You're missing out on the schlong.
Schlong. Definitely.
Schlong.
Right. So, what were we talking about?
Yeah,
Controller. So, Richard, what's wrong with
I'll
you?
say hands down the Xbox 360 controller is the best one ever made. I mean, I still love.
the feel of. I mean, my missus used to use this, which was like a cheap, nasty thing from Argos for like 15 quid because we didn't have a controller. But I upgraded it to this. It feels so much more controllable in the sense that the actual buttons have a motion instead of clicking.
The wireless one, yeah?
Yeah.
And,
I got it with that. You have to buy that to go in your computer
Right.
and sync it. Which people online are just retarded because they're just sort of like, it takes you so long. It won't work. It won't work. Well, you need the bloody adapter. Clearly, you're plugging something new into your computer that's not like going to identify with your PC. So obviously, you need the USB to make it happen.
wasn't it somebody that actually put it on a computer group saying, I've got this new controller, but it doesn't connect to the PC. Can anybody help? Does that remind of anybody? Richard?
I haven't put that, did I?
Okay,
Yeah, there's really been a reason.
he just described himself,
I
retard.
know, I would have gone through the whole situation of
Oh,
buying
God.
that, having a look. I think I was having a problem with it in Shadow Warriors. It would recognise that controller, the wired one, but it wouldn't have it with the other one for some reason. And now magically, it just decided it would start to work. So. Like that.
Technical term.
Yeah,
Just works.
fair enough. Okay.
That's how Microsoft's R&D people are. Like, if
Yeah.
We don't give a shit that your monitors don't work.
I tell you,
yeah, we've already got your money.
they
Be a
have.
dick, buy a new computer.
How
That-
dare you have a computer that's got more than one hard drive? You silly, silly person.
That's another thing. It doesn't like it, does it? When you're trying to.
That's why my computer doesn't work. If you got any, the reason why the update doesn't work for me is if you've got anything installed on anything other than the C drive, then it just doesn't want to work.
They're
I've
not.
got 3 other hard drives in my computer other than the C drive. So.
And does it actually see them?
Yeah, I mean Windows 10 sees them. It's just the update is what the issue is. I mean,
Yeah.
I've got Windows 10 running fine right now. It's just when I install the anniversary update,
Oh, the anniversary update screwed
Yeah.
everything. I had my insignificant computer at home, the Plex, i.e. the Dell. I think there's a one behind me here.
Yeah.
I've got another one of those at home that runs the Plex. That had the anniversary update on it, and when it tried to update again, it would completely screw it. It would be on this continuous loop of trying to update itself. So I had to go into the main Windows. It was like the bit that says OK update, but all the way back in the Windows software. Disable it completely so that the computer doesn't receive any more updates to stop it, because it was constantly rebooting itself. Massive loop.
Yeah.
Because it would take forever to download.
Yeah, I eventually had to boot my computer into safe mode and just uninstall the update or reverse it back to a.
No, but the thing is, it'll try again, and it'll install itself again, and then because I did this about 4 or 5 times until I figured out how to stop it actually updating itself.
Just off the top of my head, do you guys watch Paul's Hardware?
Oh, Paul's Hardware. Didn't he make an appearance on like one of Linus's videos?
Oh.
I don't know. Do you watch Paul's Hardware?
I just said again, mate.
Do you watch Paul's Hardware?
Yeah, I do.
Because he made a video. I think it was recently. It was basically, you know how like CD Keys does discounts for games.
Yeah.
He found a website that has Windows keys at a discount.
Oh.
So you can get like Windows 10, Windows 8, Windows 7. And you can get it for like 20 quid.
Software Geek. Software Geek. I paid like 25 quid today for like Windows 10 for that piece of rubbish behind me.
I just had a message from a guy, who I built a PC for.
Yeah.
A guy called Kyle. Hello, Kyle. Thanks for watching. Hope you're alright. I hope PC still working fine. And I've noticed it's not streamed on Twitch yet. What's going on, fella? But he's saying...
Is that the one with the 2 Strixes?
Yeah, awesome. There we are. What's up, Sergio? Richard's mic is very quiet. Yes, we know, because he's we're having issues with that.
We can hear him fine. That's the thing.
Yeah,
like,
we can hear him fine, but because we are streaming through Skype, there's a few issues that we've been dealing.
yeah, in the Skype call, the sound between the 3 of us is fine. It's just the stream audio is fucked up.
Technical term there.
Technical term is fucked up.
Well, he just said, update, wreck the beast. That's what he calls PC.
Right.
Says you built me.
Just changed.
Oh, jeez. Whoa, what the hell? No.
Right.
Because
That's
it's
the camera.
that shit.
No. Put it back to your headset, Mike, please. I got earbuds in. You're literally inside my head right now.
So this is good. So update. I think he wrecked the beast that I built. Had to reinstall Windows.
That's too quiet now.
Yeah, too quiet. It is now. Family, life happened, 2 sons, etc. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Come on. Right, win.
And a bit more up.
Up.
70 now.
Are you still on the microphone?
You were fine before. We knew there was a sound issue with the volume, which we talked about off screen, and he tried to sort it out. And this is the audio expert. And I was, believe it or
Are you
not,
still using your webcam mic right now? Is that what it
Yes,
is?
that's what I'm using the webcam.
No,
I'm
you go back to your headset. Go back to your headset.
going to put the headset on now as default. Right, so let's use that. Is it in here? Nobody knows.
Technical
really
difficulties live on stream.
But is it a Yeti Pro or not?
Yep.
Right, so it is the Pro, so it is the more expensive one.
It is the blacked out edition, whatever the hell.
Right. How's my sound?
yes.
Right.
The
sound
problem,
is
the
alright.
problem that he's got with this, for whatever reason, on Windows, when you go to recording devices, and you've got the levels to boost the ampage, it's locked. It can't slide from 0 to 100. So that's why his input into Skype was dead, as it is. But thanks for letting us know, Kyle. And you should have given me a text or something when you messed something up on your PC.
Does he live close to you? Is this
Yeah, about 5 minutes away. He came to my house. He was a great guy, and he had a water-cooled PC, and he had a leak on it with his kids. Yeah, and it kind of ruined it. I think, if I remember, he got himself sorted with the PC from Curry's, swapped over the GPU, and that's why he wanted a air-cooled PC, because he didn't want to. We've all been there.
Was it a custom water cooling loop, or was it a prefab?
I'm not 100% sure. We virtually, it was a small time scale that I had to work with because I had other projects to do. But those pictures, I even did a video.
So that's what I mean. Was it like like you can buy like the pre-built water cooled units?
I'm not sure if I'm not sure if he built it himself or had somebody made for him. But all I know is that
understand the leaks, but the ones that are pre-built.
I think it was this. I believe his child might have pulled something. I don't know. Yeah.
Bloody child. Swear to God.
Right. Going back to sound, Mr. Richard.
Yeah.
Considering that we got two people here that play guitars, yes?
Yes.
And we'll probably be used to using mixers, yes?
I haven't. But I've never personally used the mixer.
Okay.
Somebody else has.
I don't have like a mixing software, yes, but not like
Right.
a mixer.
So I was gonna
physical. So.
because I was on the process of re-looking at my audio, and I thought XLR and mixers and whatever, and I thought, well, I know two people that can absolutely got experience.
Behringer make good mixers.
Oh, I'm not going full whack. No, I know exactly what to look for, but I thought I've got no clue in regards to mixers. I know about microphones. Well, I thought I did, but in regards
just gain and the different volumes with the slidey things.
But it's fine when you
technical terms, slidey things.
Slidey thing.
The flashy light goes in the red. It's too high, so you have to turn it down a bit.
Kyle says he plays acoustic guitar. Nice one, fella.
I have everything running Bob on that.
Yeah.
There you go. Solved it.
Oh, I knew tonight was going to be. Oh. It's hard enough. It's hard enough. It was just one-on-one. But when I've got a wild shotgun here, they're just boom. But what I was saying is, I sorted myself out.
I need to learn to control myself. I know.
And but I'll leave that to another podcast because, well, yeah. But anyway, yeah. So. Did you guys hear that we actually have a final release date for the AMD Ryzen CPU?
Do?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah. Well, they've got that window. No, they've got that window. I believe that somebody let something slip. I'll just put that on the big screen so you can see. But it most likely that the launch will be happening before the 3rd of March. But while there is a conference, a game developer conference takes place on the 27th of February and ends on the 3rd of March. So the information is from Kit Guru, and they're actually quite reliable. So somebody let it slide that they could be actually launching it officially, so that we'll know prices, clocks, turbo boosts, the lot. So that's actually sooner than what I actually expected.
Yeah, I'm interested to know the price.
So that is interesting indeed. And if
mostly because it will help. I'm hoping it will help drive prices down from Intel and that.
Yeah. But
I personally don't think it will make much of a change. Personally.
Yeah, but if you can get a Ryzen CPU, 8-core, 16-thread, like ridiculous price, but let's just say for £200, and
cheers, Kyle.
£1,000, Intel CPU. Which one would you go for? It's the
I'd go Intel for reliability all day long.
Yeah.
It's different markets entirely. You have the AMD oh my god, my AMD CPU, it's overclocked. It's a Phenom 2X8. Oh my god, what's going on? Right, and then you have the Intel guy that's just like, well, I've got an Intel chip. It's a Core 2 Q 600, and it's
Yeah.
very good. And then you've got the Titan XP guy that's like, oh my god, that's amazing. And then you've got the R9 380 guy that's like, I can play like all these amazing games, and I have no life.
The reason I say that's quite interesting is because AMD, for the first time ever, has gone on the i3s with an unlocked multiplier.
Yes.
The dual core, and they've added hyperthreading, so make it a quad core, and it's unlocked.
That sounds like a very
First time ever. So all of a sudden, budget-wise, that is very appealing for anybody that wants to get into the Intel side of things instead of AMD, and can't afford a quad-core jobby or a 6-core or 8-core or 10-core.
I mean, if it's anything to go by from that, I mean, I know it didn't have hyperthreading, but it was unlocked from that G32.
The Pentium,
the Pentium. That overclocked. If it's anything to go by compared to that with hyperthreading, it'll be amazing.
Yeah, of course, because there's only 2 cores.
Yeah.
Of course.
I saw a video again on YouTube. It was someone benchmarking. I forget who it was already. You know, the unlocked i3 against an i5 in the same generation.
Yep.
And the i5 was about 20% faster.
Yeah.
Because it's got 4 physical cores as opposed to 2 cores with hyperthreading.
Well, of course, you compare it.
The speed is still there.
Yeah.
You know.
So, I mean, for gaming, you know that games prefer a higher frequency single-threaded than multi-threaded. There's not a lot of games take advantage of 4 or more cores. There is games that are being optimized for it, like Ashes of Singularity. They can use all 8 cores and very AMD side of things. Yeah. So I would definitely recommend anybody that virtually uses their PC for gaming, solely mainly for gaming, get one of these chips, overclock the hell out of it, stick an easy, Corsair all-in-one water cooler on it, you're done. That's like an easy way to get into PC gaming.
Because again, I can't remember who done it, but he got it up to 5 gigahertz, like straight away without any trouble.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I think I seen somebody had done it to 5.3.
Really?
Yeah, and it's like, Jesus.
I've got to admit, the Kaby Lake is impressing me because it's the first time I have seen an official retailer building a custom PC with guaranteed 5 gigahertz pre-overclocked system.
Yeah.
And that's overclockers by APAC. All this system.
Do you remember when it was AMD was like the first 5 gigahertz CPU?
Yeah, I've got one. The 9590 CPU, 8 core. Yeah, it's not a true 5. It boosts to 5. Yeah. Do you know how much voltage does it need to get there, mate?
All the voltage.
No. It's a lot. And hence why when it came out, it came with this built-in radiator water cooler, like a Corsair H.
Yeah.
Didn't we look at that? Wasn't it something stupid like 1.5 or something? Or
it peaks up to that, because if you look on the videos that I did with the Thermaltake P5 case, and even though I had 3 graphics cards plus that CPU, and with a 480, the temperatures were cool, but I could not run it stable at 5 gigs because it was peaking like 1.54 every time it boosted, and then it would clock back to 4.7, which is lower than the speeds I was getting when I had the AMD 8350. I managed to get that running stable at 4.8. So yeah.
Yeah, but
so
wasn't the 9590 just to basically overclock the bollocks out of an 8350 anyway?
Cherry picked.
And then just resold as someone else.
No, it was, and the problem with that CPU was the instruction per clock was not very efficient for single-threaded. So when you see the 3D Mark CPU score for that processor, it's actually quite low. Not low as in bad, but compared to a 4790K as an example, which is 4 cores, 4 logical. So yeah, but anywho, there you go. Right, what else? What we're talking about? Because I've been
I don't. No, I said I haven't got a list, so I'm
no.
I'm just reacting to what you're talking about.
How are you,
I ain't got no list.
no? How are you getting on with your benchmarking on the 1080, young man? Because I will need that card back at some point in the next week or so.
Basically, if he doesn't go back, he sends you the Portuguese mafia. They come for you. I have not experienced this yet, but I've been at those moments where I've felt it. So
Don't know where's this
give him
going.
his shit back. Say nothing. Walk away.
That's good. I've done all the physical recording
Yeah.
I need to do for it.
Cool.
I still have some game benchmarks to do, but I can get them done.
Okay, cool. That's all right. Cool. Not a problem because I want to get rid of all the 1080s that I have by the end of January, and have a bit. Yeah, because I know.
3 of them.
Yeah, and I know for a fact that the prices for the 1080s come March will drop significantly.
One thing that's actually really good. I didn't have any. I would have bought some anyway, but I was given for Christmas an air canister, so I'll use that to clean it out before I send it back
That's
to
fine. Should be fine. No worries. I've got a air compressor.
you. No, I
so-
expect it to be very dusty when it's only been in there for what, a few weeks now.
Yeah. Cool. No, I don't know. I don't know. Are we getting to the point now? You know, you got. I love water cooling, and this last 3 weeks, I've really been enjoying overclocking air-cooled GPUs, and I don't know. Is it because of the architecture? It's a lot easier, but frustrating at the same time. Because when you're looking at the costs for water cooling, a custom water cooling system outweighs the performance gains that you actually get with all cards. Newer cards, I'm not
The
seeing.
new architecture on the cards, I'm finding even with this beast,
Yeah, I'm talking about
nowhere near
Um,
the temps you used to get on the other one, the older architects.
I was going to say, with the cooler that's on the Titan X at the moment, what are the temps that you're getting, like, say, under load?
Under full load, I've been
Yeah.
getting, like, I overclocked it so it's boosting to 2025.
which is good.
I'm running it with like a 65% fan, and it's going up to like 65.
And I know you've been
That's
folding.
perfectly acceptable.
Yeah, and he's been
Fine.
he's been folding with it, which uses a GPU 99.9% continuously.
There has been times where it's gone up a little bit to like maybe 70, 71. But that for me is still in a nothing territory.
Yeah.
So you just rack it up a little bit, but it's not. It doesn't make me feel like I have to run the fan on 100%, so it brings it down to 80 degrees.
It would sound like a jet engine then, wouldn't it?
You know, because I mean the fan at the moment is running at 73% because it just is. I've got it clocked at that,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
it's just teetering along doing whatever it's doing. Because I don't like having the card with no airflow whatsoever. I like constant airflow.
Yeah.
Because it's just nice.
No.
Yeah, but how loud is the fan when it's running
It's
that
not.
fast?
It's not that. It's not that loud. It's probably no louder than your standard desk fan. You put
Yeah.
it on like 1. It's a little bit lower than that. It's not.
Oh, really?
It's not
Smart.
that even noticeable.
And
No.
that's running at like 70%. That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I'll. Don't know if I
No.
can bring it up.
No, it's just that's the thing that I'm a bit like 2017. I would have loved to do something for myself, and I'm looking at, of course, water cooling, and I'm just thinking, you know what, with the cars of the way they're performing, and that's why I'm like 1080 Ti, 1080 Ti. That's what I'm waiting for. That's what I want. Because
1080 Ti's in
But
slime.
if Nvidia do the same fucking bullshit of locking the voltage and not allowing third-party manufacturers to do their own custom buyers, then fuck you Nvidia and fuck you 1080 Ti. Because this is the frustration that I have. As an air-cooled card, you can get the maximum performance out of it without reaching the temperatures. That was the issue with Maxwell. And now it's locked voltage. It doesn't matter how cool your card is, either water cooled or air. You won't pass that certain gigahertz. 2175 is the highest that I've achieved as stable, and it won't go any further because dynamically the voltage is locked at 1.94 volts.
See, what happens to a person making a correct decision about an Nvidia GPU is they receive one of these in the post.
For fuck's sake.
Right? And it comes in a really nice box. It's got this lovely writing here, nice decal going across the box there. You open it, and it's green. The right colour for life.
I would never have guessed it would have been green.
And the GPU slotted in this lovely slot here, and it's all beautiful and amazing. And then you put
a rather essential, driver disc there.
No, it's not a driver disc. It's just it's a "We love you" from Nvidia.
Yeah.
Kind of
oh, so it's even more cocksucking, isn't it?
I would expect a bit more than a card after spending £1,000 for one graphics card. I would like a lap dance. I would like cake for life. and
know where you live.
That could get weird, very weird.
Yeah, it's.
We'll live stream it. Will be great.
Oh bloody hell! We get banned from the internet.
No, that's Twitch. If you show any boob or any.
Oh right. So is that acceptable on here then?
I don't know, mate. Oh dear. Well, I'm glad that you're happy. We're just going to see how long it takes before you say, I need another Titan Pascal in SLI.
He said that straight away. He said at the start of the stream, didn't he? He said, I'm debating getting a second one.
Another one's happening in April. April.
We had this discussion, and I total up the bills because I was one of the original people involved with the build of the X99, and I was saying, how much is this rig is actually totaling up cost wise? And I said it's coming near $5,000, isn't it?
More or less, yeah.
$5,000.
Well, what are you gonna have with your Titan X in your own personal rig?
When I'm finished by the end of this year, I will have 2 4K monitors, ultra wide, 2 Titans in my X99, and then I might consider upping the chip
to
the 6950X.
Which they don't sell anymore.
Do they not?
Overclockers don't sell it. Scam don't sell it. You can buy it on eBay, but officially, you'll.
Which one is the 6950? Is that the
8 core?
No, what about the 10 core?
I was gonna say, is that the 10 core?
Oh, the 6. Oh, that one.
I've already upgraded my BIOS on my.
All right, so you're skipping the 5960 and going straight to. That is almost £1,500 for a CPU.
Be fine. Nobody will die.
Sergio, are you having flashbacks like my dick was biggest last year?
Fuck.
Puny console peasant.
That's how I want the Enterprise to.
The end is that what you're calling it? The Enterprise.
Oh yeah, that's his name.
Are you a Trekkie?
I like Star Trek Voyager. But I don't know if it's Jean-Luc Picard, my favourite captain. But I've started it at the start of my
Great American dad.
Yeah.
So I'm interrupting you now, Richard. Carry on.
No, but I started it at the start of my course, and as I'm going through my course, I'm developing it, and at the same time, I'm learning shitloads of stuff, mainly thanks to Sergio. But I mean, my course aids some stuff, but a lot of the information is stored away in the vault of Sergio's brain.
Yeah.
Around here or here somewhere. But all of that information gets processed at a stupid, insane rate in my brain. So, and then ever so often there's like a poof of smoke that comes out. But I'm learning about the hardware and what advantages it has. And the reason I've gone for the Titan was the fact that I've got the 980 Ti. Yeah, it's doing the job, but it's not a Titan. And I've handled the Titan.
This is what I have to deal with. This is wow.
Must have a Titan. It's like a rite of passage.
Now
into the computer
here we go.
industry.
So here's
Not.
no.
For the Titan to be accepted.
It's okay, right? Can I just say, like Andrew, a reasonable guy, he's got a very good machine. If we total the costs, it's not costing a huge fortune. I didn't mind helping him out, getting a few extra bits to bump it up. Okay, my machine, I'm still on a Z97 platform. Okay, Z97.
What makes me laugh is the 980 Ti is just basically getting retired to do sod all for the rest of its days. Because
I'm
that's
keeping mine.
It's going in a Z97 PC that basically is...
Doing what? Doing what? Please explain to me what that Z97 PC is doing.
It's just doing media streaming, that's all it's doing.
A 980 Ti to just do
It's
media.
going in there because I don't want to sell it, I just want to put it in because it'll fit. And I can use it. Here, so-
Wow.
It's
I
basically
just want to put it in because it'll fit.
It'll fit in there, so I'll just...
Just like a glove.
It'll fit in there, so you just ram it in, dude. It's like, yeah, there you go.
I had an
in it first, too.
in it that was like a flaming oven. To the point where I was just like, that's not happening. No, take that out.
What temperature?
Oh, it's the 980 Ti, the hybrid. Is that the one that's going in there?
Yeah. It's one that's going in. I've got a 4670K chip clocked at 4.3 gigahertz, 16 gigs of DDR3, 1866 overclocked at 2133, like HyperX Fury RAM. Inside
HyperX Fury. Mine.
I was folding on the chip to see how hot it would get the other day, and with the Noctua cooler that I've got on it, I was getting up to like 54, 55 degrees folding on the CPU, which I was quite happy with. I was like, that's amazing. I can barely bloody hear that thing because of the epic Noctua fans, because Noctua are the best. And yeah,
I've got an Arctic cooler in mine. I've got an Arctic cooler as my CPU cooler of choice. Currently, anyway.
Yes,
I'd
good.
like to get a water cooling loop, but you know, like the pre-built fab ones. But
what chip is it?
oh, it's i7 3770K.
Awesome to
Oh,
share.
so the what is it, 1366 socket or something?
11.
Sandy Bridge, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sandy Bridge.
Yeah. Awesome
And it
socket.
runs perfect. For those who are listening, you know, to what we were talking about earlier, it runs every game perfectly fine. Doesn't hit much above 50%, except on CPU-bound games, which is going to happen.
I tell you one game that will max up usage, and that's just because it's bad optimized. Watch Dogs 2. I saw for the first time in my life a CPU usage reaching 90%.
Yeah.
And
And that was
Forest-
a quad core, isn't it?
yeah, quad core, hyper threading, 4790K overclocked to 4.8, and I was
Get
reaching
yourself a
90% usage because it's open world, not well optimized, and the graphics card diddling away, hardly doing anything.
Yeah, so
You
there
know.
you go. It's CPU bound. That
Yeah, definitely.
You want to see if you can just pick yourself up a H60 or something off eBay?
Sorry, are you talking to me or are you talking to Andrew?
No, I'm thinking.
Oh, all right.
Oh, you mean the water cooling loop?
Yeah.
Yeah, that will actually. I think it'll be one of my next purchases. Is a
I mean,
water cooling.
I was going to rip mine out, but then the route I've decided to go, I'm not bothering.
But the only reason I'm using the Arctic cooler is because I got it for free. I only had to, order the bracket. Because a friend of mine was like, I've got all this computer stuff, I'm getting rid of it because I'm moving out. Do you want it? I was like, yeah, I'll take that. Thank you.
Best way.
Big hard drives, have some of that.
Best.
Well,
best.
no, he had an old computer case which I donated to my sister. I made a computer for her. It's a piece of shit, but it's better than what she had before.
I've got a guy on my course that's got a horrendous computer. He's got one of these. It's a Pentium 4 one of the ones with hyper threading or something.
Oh, so it's like got two cores.
Yeah, it's got 2 cores. It might be 2 cores P4. What do you do on it? It's just like, oh, just general browsing and some word processing.
Which is fine. Nothing wrong with that.
I'm like, yeah, but you could like totally build like a better computer that will. I mean, you know, but
This is what I mean. There's wants and there's needs. He has something that does what he wants.
Yes, and this is what I was saying, because he had a problem with his PSU. The PSU was just cut now, randomly. No
Okay.
reason. And I'm like, well, a newish, decent PSU is gonna cost you about 50 quid, at a push more, because more is better.
More is better.
Yeah.
Sticking with gold here in the middle, but some bronze ones would have done for that kind of build, because they're just shit, like prehistoric. But
Okay.
so once you've spent that kind of money, you're then into different territory of, do you just upgrade and get a cheap dual core chip on a newer platform and just throw some RAM in? Done.
Yeah.
Because of the 1080 that I'll hopefully soon be getting, I'm still a bit dubious. Until I actually see it in my hands, I'm still like, But because of the 1080, the next PC upgrade, substantial upgrade I would be getting would be a CPU motherboard combo. That would be the next upgrade for me.
I mean, what's your PSU?
Oh, it's a 650. I can't remember the exact. I think it's an OCZ. I think, but it's 650.
Yeah, so it's all right with the CPU and 1 GPU.
Yeah.
Yeah. More
4
than
hard drives.
All of the hard drive space.
All of the hard drives.
Yeah. I'm inclined to stick a bit longer with my platform. No, I'm inclined to stick with what I have in regards to platform.
Can you hear any background noise on my end? Because
A little bit. Some people talking, but it's fine.
yeah, no, that's just Ben. He gets loud when he gets funny. So no, Ben is a comedian. That's my brother-in-law. He gets louder.
Oh, it's one of those handsy kind of.
Yeah, he gets very loud. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's very like here
like
I
an
am.
opera kind of thing. Like,
Yeah.
I'm alive.
But no, he is.
I am here.
He's fucking hilarious. But yeah, no, he gets loud. So if you hear anything in the background,
That's fine. If I was to build a brand new computer, I would definitely consider KB Lake. Seeing the if it was no. If I didn't have a computer, and if I was to build a computer, I think the KB Lake platform with the GPUs in line, so the motherboards and what they have to offer, is actually pretty good. Now, from an existing person that's got it's kicking off! It's freaking kicking off!
I can't hear it.
Well, apparently from Andrews. That's gone now.
Taking the earbud out so I can hear now.
Yeah, it's like fucking kicking off.
That's what I mean. He gets loud. That's what I said.
Awesome. We've got some free entertainment. Entertainment for entertainment. Brilliant. Yeah, but as an owner of an old platform, it's very hard to justify changing motherboard, CPU, RAM, just for the sake of a little bit extra speed. So that's why I'm sticking. That's me done.
Yeah.
That's me done.
I mean, the PC elitist in me, the little PC elitist I got in me, really wants me to get all this new hardware, but at the same time, I don't need it.
Yeah.
It's not.
No, but that's why I mean, Sergio's platform with the 1150 is fine. If you want to game, buy that platform, get a mid-range chip, overclock it a little bit, bang yourself a halfway decent GPU in there, and you're sorted.
Yeah.
You don't have to spend shit tons of money on it.
I mean, I've had the CPU for 3 years now, or however long it's been out for. I think it's 3 years.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's running all the current games.
400-500 quid, including a GPU.
Yeah.
And it will do everything that you desire. Medium high.
Here's the thing. Roll a year ago, I'd liked benchmarking and stuff like that, but since the Titan Pascal came out and the 6950X came out, benchmarking on 3D Mark is pointless now, because it's run by virtually
Pascal.
two Titan X's, a 5950X, and you're talking there almost £4,000 on those three components alone. So to be any competitive at all, you have to go into liquid nitrogen, water, extreme water cooling or whatever. So that's out of the question. Game benchmarks on air is fine, and for me, that's where this year I'm not going to do as much benchmarking. I prefer to do tweaking my sound setup that I want to do, which is easy enough to do, and the actual cooling performance of my PC, and that's what I'm concentrating. I've got enough storage, and I know I have an image drive, so if anything happens to my PC, it's down. Yep. So now at the click of a button, I can have my PC as it was when I virtually got it up, sweet as a nut. So there you are.
Sweet as a
Right, gentlemen.
You want to send them a hateful letter as well, telling them that they're just bastards.
Very
Messing
British.
with your shit.
Very, very British. Yeah, top form, sir. Top form. Right, I don't know about you guys, but I need to call it a night because I'm up at 5:30 tomorrow. But I finish at 12 tomorrow, which is
that's
pretty
all right
good.
then.
My new schedule, I was first week back to work. So it's 7 till 3:30, and then Friday's 7 till 12, so it's not too shabby. Oh, it's kicking up! He's kicking up again!
I think he's doing it on purpose.
Kicking up!
He's doing it on purpose.
Sounds like he's like...
Gotta be.
Duh.
I think they're talking about safety devices for children.
Yeah, don't have any. Yeah,
Quick,
simple.
smack him in the face.
Just
He's getting
put a
it.
condom on and he'll be fine.
Well,
No.
before we go,
Yes, sir.
do you want to just let us know that you've got Titan X again?
Yes, okay. Fine. There.
There we
Now
go.
in its lovely glory.
There we go.
Awesome. Right.
Oh, I installed the Hue Plus on it,
Yes.
and
Yes.
it's really good. Really enjoy it. Anyway, I'm going to shut up now.
All right. Fair enough.
Top ringers.
So,
Let's end it before Ben explodes in the kitchen.
Yeah, before the blood spatters up that door.
right. So,
I think it's loud again. So, anyway,
this podcast will be available on PC Shed channel, but also on AJ Atomicus. Go and check his channel. Unfortunately, he's not as uploading as much as he used to, but
that is
I'm
just
trying.
the internet.
Yeah, not because
So
he
you're
doesn't.
helping me out in that regard. You're uploading these podcasts.
Yeah, I try to do my bit. But so until next time, take care, and hopefully same time next week, Thursday, 9 o'clock, with either myself and Andrew, or me and Richard, or just depends of who's available. All right, and I think next week there'll definitely be more topics to talk about, and maybe I will have a bit of a surprise, but I need my audio experts on this. But I can't divulge.
done?
I haven't done anything.
Alright, well, kick off the channel thing and then we'll talk.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna start
it's
streaming.
pretty-
Thanks very much.
Anyway, we're dragging it on.
Yeah,
We're dragging
take
it on.
care.